Okay, get right to it. Speaker number 2, Rosario, Charon, Carrillo. I have been told not to say any more than that. Sharon?
In Mexico, traditionally, girls are not encouraged to go to school past the 3rd grade, sometimes not to attend school at all. You may have heard about the name Claudia Sheinbaum Pardo. She made news recently. She became the first female president in Mexico. She made history because she beat the odds against females in Mexico. Most girls in Mexico are told to help raise their siblings, complete house chores, prepare for marriage. Often their parents won't even let them step out of their home for fear that suitors might approach them and woo them. They're treated as damsels in distress, powerless, voiceless. It's a bit hostile in Mexico for girls. They can't reach their full potential oftentimes. In the United States, only 0.05% of Mexican American girls attain their doctorate degree. 0.05%. So girls of Mexican heritage have it a little bit tough. It's hard for them to defy the shackles of gender oppression. All right, now that I've provided you with a bit of an overview of gender politics in Mexico, I want to talk with you about one particular little Mexican girl. And for this, we're going to do a little exercise. Close your eyes. No cheating, Tom. Jeremiah, close your eyes. People on Zoom, you too. It's being recorded, so I'll know if you didn't follow instructions. Imagine that this little Mexican girl was born with spina bifida, a congenital disease that affected the development of her legs and spine. Imagine that she was raised in the middle of the Mexican Revolution, all that turmoil and upheaval. Imagine that she developed polio at the age of 6. To top all things off, imagine that she experienced a devastating bus accident. This accident was so severe that many people died. They thought she was going to die. She broke her pelvis. She broke her ribs in that accident, but she survived. It affected her illness, her existing illnesses, and magnified her chronic pain for her entire life. Okay, open your eyes. What do you think happened to this little Mexican girl? You think she retreated to a dark corner full of self-pity? No. She earned admittance to the most elite, prestigious, male-dominated high school in Mexico City, and she graduated from this school. One of the few girls to do that. As a teenager, she could debate the differences between Lenin's nationalist socialism and Trotsky's socialist internationalism. I'm going to quiz you all at the end, so make sure you get those word twisters. She was amazing. Imagine being so politically articulate in 1925 when women in Mexico didn't get the right to vote till 1953. She taught herself to paint, and that became her primary form of expression. She channeled her inner energy and power, and that fueled her art and persona. She became so amazing. People were drawn to her. Diego Rivera, the eminent artist of Mexico at the time, fell in love with her, married her, supported her with her artistic career. She gained international recognition in her late 20s. She landed her first solo exhibition in 1938 at the age of 29. Posthumously, she has become more famous, exponentially more famous worldwide. Who was this little Mexican girl? Frida Kahlo. Michael's helping me with my first slide. I want to show you some of her work, pieces of work, most famous pieces of work. Her most famous piece of work, I will point out first of all, was her marriage to Diego Rivera. He was a piece of work. That was her biggest piece of work. Seriously, she was known for her self-portraits. With her paintings, she dealt with issues of race, class, and gender. She also addressed Mexican culture and society. Next slide, please. The picture that I want you to remember is this one. I want you to look at her stance, her posture. Look at that dignity, look at that strength. Look at the way she looks straight into the camera, right at the entire world, as if to say, yes, I am crippled. Yes, I am a little Mexican girl. Now, watch me shine. The next time you are feeling down, maybe full of a little self-pity, remember Frida Kahlo and the gift that she bestowed us. Don't let anything get in your way. Mr. Chairman.